But that was good. That was very good. Bonus! Here's the original, the classic game of ball. So is it in our museum or what? I posted a secret for this game on the note board. Go see it. Hi there. I love that gift. That's right, folks. There is a sixth game they did not advertise, so we finally get as many as Game Boy Gallery had. You unlock ball. This is the only unlockable game, so it is just 6 in 1. But this is my favorite Game & Watch game. Of course, we only have Classic, but you can see it has tags for Modern down there. So, we'll see how it goes. Also, you don't have to hold left and right to see your stars like you do in, in the last game. Sorry. On hard, a shoot can get caught by a tree. The time it stays hooked will change depending on your score. Oh yeah. Thanks for playing so much. Conquer Classic Ball. Something good might just happen. Nope. You could never touch Classic Ball and still unlock everything, you know, that the 10 stars that Classic Ball gives you wouldn't unlock. So you can unlock everything in the game but the final thing. This is why I was being coy about how many stars you can have in the game. It's 120 because there are 6 games. But we're going to get into one of my least favorites here. Hard Classic Parachute. For the reason that it said in the note board. Is he going to do it? Nope. Yep. They will randomly get hung on a tree, and the amount of time they're hung on the tree is random. And then they spawn really close to the boat. So you will have no idea when they're going to jump off. And then you have to mash the button to get over there to them because you're likely rescuing somebody else. I have never reached 1,000 points in Hard Parachute without save stating, which I think I did to try to unlock everything. I gave up. I tried save stating to 100% the series, and I couldn't do it on 4 because 4 was the only game I actually owned physically at the time. But now I own all of them except 3. But man, it gets... Well, no, that's not true. I do own 3 because of Nintendo Switch Online. So you guys feel free to check that out. I don't know which one is my least favorite in the series. I was prepared to say 2, but then the more I remembered about 3, the more I thought, okay, it's probably 3. Because it's not 4. It could be 1. But it could also be 2 or 3. I don't know. As far as upgrades go to the series as a whole, 2 and... Well, especially 2 does a great job. You know, I like the upgraded star system. I like all the secrets and the gifts and the note board and everything. So now, you know, you used to get special hints if you get less than 100 points in a game. Now, if you just get to a certain point in the game, you'll unlock secrets for the note board. But, of course, you'll unlock those, you know, as you go and get all the stars. So you don't really have to do anything to 100% the game except get all the stars. But it's just nice. There's little secrets and little notes and hints and tidbits. So it really does start to feel like a museum. Whereas the last game just showed you some Game & Watch titles. You'd think for a game called Game & Watch Gallery, they'd at least have a museum with all the Game & Watch games. Or, you know, maybe not the ones with Disney characters or Popeye, but still. But I think that's because Game Boy Gallery was just testing the waters, and then Game & Watch Gallery, see, that's why I cannot stand this. I do not like Game B of Classic Parachute. Because you either have to be stressed out and stay over here the whole time until the last second. See? What was I supposed to do? That's ridiculous. Jesus. Oh. I'm going to do the best I can here, though. Well, what was I saying? I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think when they were making Game & Watch Gallery 1, they knew they were going to make a second one because development had to have started immediately after the first ended. You know, based on the release window. Now, of course, here's a special hint. The guy can't come off the tree if there's somebody in his spot. Remember, this is a calculator screen, okay? There's no they're not going to make up extra locations for somebody to be. So if somebody's hung on the tree and somebody is falling beside them, they can't fall off. They're not going to stack on top of each other or anything. That wouldn't make any sense. Of course, there's a lot that doesn't make sense about these games. But, yeah, I knew he was going to get stuck on the tree. God, it happens way too often. But, I'm sorry, I forgot the other thing I was saying. No, okay. I am going to make it so that I'm going to try, I think, 7 times. That sounds like a good number. For any game mode to get as, you know, get it as nicely done as I can. And then I'm going to stop recording. In the next recording session, I'll come back to it for maybe 3 more. That makes it a nice even 10. Because, you know, I was thinking just do 1 and there'd be 7 tries at it. And that's good enough to get as many stars as possible. But I don't know. Because I won't be sick of it by the time I come back to it and only do 3 attempts. You know, and then I can move on and just give up and take my stars the way I'm supposed to. I'm already doing better than I think I've ever done in... No, I think I made it to 600 in Game B here. But again, I really don't like it. It's too unpredictable. I get what they were going for. It's neat that there's a twist for Game B, but come on. Fire didn't have this garbage. I think my... I want to play Classic Fire again. You'd think I'd be sick of it by now. Not Classic Fire, but just Fire in general. Especially modern. Honestly, that might take the cake of my favorite game. We'll have to see with Ball here, because I really love Classic Ball. Because if I cannot have my ball, I'm going to be PO'd. Classic story. Classic old LP Master 6 story. Playing 80s games really puts you in that classic LP Master 6 mood. Whew. But I'm in a great mood. I've been in such a good mood this year so far. I talked about it already, but I have actually been giddy. And I wouldn't consider myself giddy usually, but like I'll just be sitting there in the car at work thinking about how good life is and going, hee-hoo-hoo. You know, and involuntarily. And it's nice. Fuck, that's not. You have 1, like, tiny frame. Well, 2 tiny frames, really. To get over there. And you have to make sure you notice it. So your eyes have to be on all 3 columns at the same time. Which is fine. But I think the timing window is too strict. Okay. It makes more sense at the higher speeds, you know, or at like 200. I think it's doable because you're anticipating high speeds already in the game. Okay, and yep. I don't know. There must be a trick to this. I was busy playing Parachute or Helmet when the Let's Play I was watching was going through Parachute because he only did hard mode until the final video, but. That was the first time I've pulled up a Let's Play for a game I'm doing and finished it in a long time, unless it was by a YouTuber I already knew. And like, it was for Game & Watch Gallery 2. He did the first one. I don't know how I missed that, but I don't know. It was enjoyable. It was a nice hangout Let's Play. And again, I should link that in the description of part 1. Give him a little publicity. I think he has more subscribers than I do, but he had a few comments on his Game & Watch Gallery too. I thought that was nice. I even commented. I need to get into commenting more. I mostly only comment on people who comment on my videos. I just feel like I have nothing to contribute. But like, I want people who have nothing to contribute to comment on my videos. I mean it. If you are watching this, listening to this, please. Comment what you ate for lunch, or what you're going to eat for lunch, or, I don't know, what your plans are for the day. I don't care. That's engagement to me. It doesn't have to be about the game. You know, that's one thing I love about classic YouTube. It's just videos. People talk to each other. This is technically a social media platform. Okay, I will give the getting stuck on the tree one thing. It saves you a lot of times when you got to do the really difficult, you know, all the way right, then immediately all the way left. Because if you get stuck, you know, that's not something you really have to worry about. Whew, I'm getting more used to it, so it's more fair than I remember. Alright, that guy's coming out. Oh! Wind Up needs her medicine, but my wife is gone, and I don't know how to apply the medicine. She's always in charge of the cat medicines. Alright, I talked about my methodology for the series. Alright, he's coming off. Oh, no. He's going to come off now. Okay. Whenever there's no parachuter there, they'll come off. Cool. So we can just pay attention closer to the... So, okay, that's actually smart. That's clever. It forces us to have our eyes up toward the helicopter when in game A, you never have to look up there, really. Also, the spinning blades are really good, like, graphically for Game & Watch standards. If that makes sense. I think it does. Why wouldn't it make sense? Ow. Oh, my neck hurts all of a sudden. Whenever I say all of a sudden, I think of the Family Guy episode where Stewie takes over the world and he outlaws the phrase, or he takes over, he's the president or something. I was reading about Family Guy for like an hour, watching LP Master 6. I think like December 30th, or I don't remember. No, because I was working a bunch. I don't remember. It doesn't matter what day, does it? Who cares? It's more for my own education, like my memory training, I guess. I don't... I pressed B, but it was too late. Oh, I forgot! We still get our misses erased. Fucking sick. Oh, nice. Okay, there you go. Get stuck? Yep. They almost always get stuck. Okay. Aha! Yep, I'm learning to anticipate it. They get off as soon as they can. Okay, oh, but see, there was a guy there, so we didn't have to worry about it. Same right now. He's going to come off. Yep. But, of course, they'll only come off of the tree when they're on the left swing. So you have to watch out for that, too. Oh, don't go too far, buddy. Yep. Beautiful. Yeah, okay, there is more of a rhythm to this than I thought. We can actually get to 1,000 points this way. I can't believe it. 1,000 points on every mode. Ah, and then you forget your rhythm? Come on. When the screen is full, it's too much to ask for me to pay attention to all of it. All right. All right, he's going to come off now. No? Because there's another guy. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous. We're obviously not going to get 1,000 this way. But I'm going to give it as many tries as I can. Well, then again, it doesn't actually matter if I get 120 or not. I might as well just focus on, you know, getting as many stars as possible. Oh, shit! Okay, yep. We're getting back to the really high speeds where this becomes a pain in the ass. But again, there's a rhythm. And I have come to appreciate it. So parachute. Better than I remember. And not save stating really helps you appreciate these games better too. It also makes you hate them more, like Manhole. I expected him to get stuck. This is it's like a game of chicken that you're playing with yourself. Not so much the AI, but usually games like this, like Fire, are not guessing games at all. So it's kind of nice to see it as a guessing game. That's the highest I've ever gotten. Do I want to keep going? You know what? I do. Man, oh. Okay, that wasn't nearly as good, but that's okay. I think I'll give it one more go at least, and then I'll have been playing for 2 hours. Because I'm at 157 right now almost. But I do want to say I didn't really point out the difference gameplay-wise, like to my tactic, between modern and classic. With your eyes. Where your eyes are in a high-speed game where you just go back and forth, you know, like most Game & Watch games. Your eyes being fixated on certain points is the important part. And in modern, that's like the lower third of the screen above the ocean. That's where you have to pay attention to, because before that, it doesn't matter that much, because a Donkey Kong Jr. can just shoot out at any moment and, you know, destroy you. Destroy the order, I mean. It could destroy you, that's pretty likely. But for this, you got to pay attention to most of the screen, especially in Game B. But there's also a lot less, it's less frantic, so... Okay, I think that's enough. I think I'm all parachute out. Parachuted. Oh, how many stars do we have? We can always check. Well, we could always just count. You know, that's not hard. That's 18 stars. Alright, that's not bad for our first game. Next time, we will do Helmet. I want to go ahead and say 2 things. I do appreciate that... I said I really like Game Boy Gallery, but it doesn't incentivize you to get any type of score at all. You're just playing the games. That's it. You play them once, you're done. You've beaten the game. This has you achieving up to 1,000, you know, each game. And that's great. You know, that gives you something to do. Really incentivizes you to fully participate in the Game & Watch games, because... had I played them, if you'll remember, Donkey Kong for Game & Watch was going to be the second Let's Play on this channel, but I decided not to do arcade or Game & Watch games. So, I decided against it, but I would have just played it for like 5 minutes and that would have been it. But this has you actually get really good at the games and play multiple versions, and it's great. But I feel like Game & Watch Gallery 1 and 2 could have been one game. Like, if all of Pokemon could have fit on a Game Boy cartridge, you know that more than 6, you know they could have fit 11 Game & Watch games, right? Why didn't they? It could have all been one big game. And you know that that was just a business decision to get more money, right? It has to have been. Because, I mean, these were released just half a year apart? I don't know. I still think this is quite a good game, better than I initially thought, and I'm excited to get into Helmet. We're going to be doing Modern first for this one. Then I think we'll swap over maybe to doing Classic first. We'll see. I'm LP Master 6. 2 hours and 8 minutes on Classic Parachute.